All right. Let's do it again. Let's get the show on the road. I'm just going to cruise around a little bit, have some fun. I restarted my computer. And I also adjusted my table so it's a little bit higher. Kind of hoping it's going to be a little bit better. The last game, I know that my computer's capable of it. But it was a little bit wonky. I'm going to go ahead and turn up the volume for myself here. Give me a second. There we go. Indeed. So I'm still in Oregon. I'm still just kind of cruising around. I have a little bit of time until I go have supper. And to be quite honest, I was just kind of bored, right? So, well, maybe bored isn't the right word. Wasn't too sure what to do. I looked more into the Vampire the Masquerade thing. It looks pretty good, but it looks complicated. It seems like the studio that originally created the game shut down shortly after the release. So after patch 1.2, the game was already officially abandoned beyond their control. And that left people doing unofficial patches. And it seems like for the most part it's pretty decent, but there's so many people that have their own, you know, versions. We've got the green light. Man, I love this weather. Now, you've been in here before. Anybody who's been in here before, tell me that you can hear me better in comparison to the game compared to before. Not earlier today, because that's when I changed the volume. I'll check the chat out in a second there. I don't want to crash my truck. I ain't got unlimited money. And again, I adjusted my table a little bit higher, and I'm using a Logitech steering wheel, gas pedal and brake, and all that good stuff. And my frames are still dipping again. Not too sure why that is. I might have to change a few things here. I'm gonna go really slow. Just saw a summer car tutorial and said why not check it. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, yeah, I played that game for a little bit. It's a good game. I haven't played it since I made that video, to be perfectly honest with you. One day goes to 2 days, right? And it's not exactly an easy game, and I just don't always have the time for that level of patience. So I kinda haven't really played the game since then, but I thought it would have helped people out to get started, because I felt like the other videos that were out there weren't that great. I'm not saying mine's amazing, but thanks for the sub there. Much appreciated. Like and subscribe to Philminator. He's going to change his... Oh, that's right. Or I'll throw it at their head or wrap it around their neck because it's a gold chain. What do I think of Project 007? I have no thoughts. I know nothing about it. I've never bothered looking it up, to be honest. I get so preoccupied with my YouTube channel, live streaming, uploading videos. Sometimes I don't even have time to breathe properly. Seriously. And I feel like I'm running out of breath. I have not bothered. Okay, so that's what happens. Oops. Ah, for fuck's sakes. Fucking shit. That's hilarious. Shit is falling off my desk because of the feedback from the steering wheel. And what ends up happening Well, now that the truck's banged up, I don't need to look behind me. Fuck whoever's behind me now. Visit. Yeah, I get that. There we go. I don't even know if the truck is going to allow us to move. 21% damage. Our truck is probably just going to conk out. It's not a big deal because you can just repair it. Yeah, see? Engine malfunction. We'll get it working then. So yeah, I know nothing about it. I haven't even looked at a screenshot. Because I don't think it's a game that's coming out anytime soon, as far as I know. What do you think of it, Luca, if you're still in here? Does it look good? Is it something that's releasing somewhat soon this year? Well, we do have a repair shop over here. See, because... Oh, I think I know what's going on. And I didn't think it would be like that. I mean, I should know better. Because it's raining, I just didn't think there'd be that much level of detail. My truck actually slid because it's raining. And I didn't think that was possible. Do a little off-roading. Why not? Off-road trucker 4x4. Not a big deal. Don't die on me now. Let's go and get this bastard repaired. Let's see the damage repair. Man, that rain is not letting up. I'm halfway through Oregon. Let's see what the damage is. So anybody who has been in here before, did you find the volume of the game's a little lower? It's a little better. And I think the game may have frozen. I am not having a lot of luck with my computer as of late. Which is why I generally prefer console. I've been saying that for a long time, and a lot of people sometimes get confused. And they always go, PC is the master race. Well, my frames don't drop on my console. My games don't freeze on my console. I mean, they have, but not to the level that it happens on my computer. Like the amount of problems that I have with my computer is fucking unreal. It's like out of this fucking world. Let's try that shit again. It auto-saves periodically. We'll just see where it left us off. I'm not too sure if anybody's chatting or if my YouTube froze again. We all know how much of a piece of crap that can be. Actually, just yesterday or the day before I was streaming. And there's a few people, I could see there's a few people in here, and I was like, that's odd. Usually there's a little bit more chatter going on. And there was some, but it just felt like there was a little bit less than usual. And lo and behold, look what happened. I refreshed my page, and it was, there was a bunch of people talking. And I was like, I knew it. All right, so it kind of brought us back a little bit. Before that major accident. And I have to remember The roads are slippery when it rains, even in a small video game like this. Because I was wondering why I was starting to fishtail, because I normally take corners at like 140, 150 kilometers an hour. And my back end and all that just went right out. Drive safely, that's funny. But yeah, I gotta say, each passing day that I used this steering wheel and I bought Need for Speed Heat on PC so that I would get that 60 frames per second, which is not offered on the PlayStation 5. And so that I can have all my driving games under one game. Oh, little accident there. Random events do happen from time to time. There we go, this is going smooth. Probably not the most enjoyable to watch, but for me, as a watcher sometimes at night, depending on who I'm watching, this kind of stuff can be pretty decently appealing. You normally don't want to be riding over here. Ooh, now that was tricky. Oh man, I'm not having a lot of luck. I'm trying to do some stunts and shit, and it's biting me in the ass, but whatever. If it makes it a little bit more entertaining, so be it. Lamar Davis. You motherfucker. I don't even know what in the blue holy pineapple that even means. Can a lock come up in your crib? I don't live in a crib. Babies sleep in a crib. You know what I'm saying? Let's back it up and see what happens here. No, they're gonna have to stop unless they want to lose the back end of their truck. Oops. Staple. This has become one of my staples for live streaming. I love this game. It's on sale for like $4.50, $5 American. It's absolutely insane. I don't even think my truck took much damage. I'm looking at the diagram there, and it does not look like we've sustained much damage apart from just sliding off the road. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I love this game, and like I said, I'm using the steering wheel, only a couple of mods, a slight graphical overhaul. Nothing too crazy. And I can really feel... let's get in front of them. I could really feel the rain. Not every game is like that. Like I said, this truck, man, will fishtail all over the place. I get the odd frame stutter. Yeah, I know it's a red light. I don't care. But that's because of my computer when I'm streaming, like I said before. If I'm just playing the game and I don't got anything going on and it's just me in the game, I never, ever get a frame stutter in this game. That's definitely an interesting name to have. Waste of money. But I have a feeling I know who waste of money could be. Could be wrong, but in the last couple of days, every time someone's come in that I've had some suspicions about, I ended up being 100% correct on my assumption. Hello, Harukanator. Yeah, we've got a lot of thunder and lightning now. It's been raining for a good couple of hours in the game. Seems to be running a little better with me streaming it. I could probably turn down some graphics, but it's really nothing all that bad. Let's see how much damage it cost me flipping off the side of the road. Alright. Harukanator, because nobody else is answering me. Can you hear me better compared to yesterday? Not earlier, because earlier I had already reduced my volume a bit. You should be able to hear me clearer, in that the game shouldn't be quite as loud. Mr. Lime. A lot of new people coming into the stream. A few of them, yeah, I figured, but nobody ever said anything. I'm like, speak up! If you can't hear me properly, I can't read people's minds. Tahiti what? Exactly, are you drunk? Get off that shit, boy. Where else could we go next? We're gonna go near the border of Canada. My land. Maple syrup land. Okay, so we've unlocked that. Yeah, sure, we'll take a dip in there. I'm just kind of... Whoops. Just kind of... Now, outside the truck, it's going to be a little bit louder. There we go. And it's almost 8 o'clock. Ooh, it's gonna get dark now. Hello, OJ. Yeah, I figured it would be. It wasn't good before, though, is what I meant. I don't know if you were in here before. We just got a little bit of a dip in the frames. Not really the end of the world, but it is annoying. This is where, again, someday, having a better computer... Oh yeah, braking takes a lot longer when it's raining. So this game is a little bit more realistic. Waste of money. I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you related to Lamar Davis that came in the stream? Another mofo who doesn't make any sense. I might be rude, but when people come in that I barely know, and they say 5 to 6 things, none of which I can make out, and I speak multiple languages, and I still can't make out what in the blue holy pineapple you're trying to say, I'm gonna assume people are trying to be an idiot on purpose. Going to go ahead and uncover a few more areas. Also, while I'm driving, I'm uncovering a few extra work agencies, and what that does is it allows me to hire people for my trucking company so they can go out and do their own thing. We're probably going to have to gas up soon. Yep. Coast is clear. And I'll check the stream out in just a minute there. Or the chat, rather. Tacoma. Peterbilt. Actually, you know what I might even do? I might even sleep. Make the time go by. It'll probably clear up the weather. I mean, I don't mind the rain and all, but... Hey, Stotts, how's it going? Yeah, so I looked up Vampire the Masquerade. It looks pretty good, but it looks like I would absolutely need the unofficial patch. I downloaded it, like the unofficial patch, because it's free. Here we go. Let us go for a little dodo. There we go. Sabrina. Oh, Sabrina. My Sabrina... Okay, that's enough of that. My Sabrina leveled up. That's what she did. She's a trooper now. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Mr. Rogers would agree. We are in Tacoma. I think we are in Washington. Yeah, we broke the line. We are absolutely there. Well, yeah, because we're near Seattle. But we are going to go... Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to have to go, like, right there. Because I need to gas up. I don't even want to know what that looks like if I run out of gas. You don't know real fear until you're eating in the mess hall and your drill instructor barges in with a red face. I'd karate chop him in the trachea. Oh, thanks, Staple. Yeah, I think what I mean, it's volume balancing. Like, I listened to one of my streams earlier, and I was like, how was nobody complaining? Because I would be complaining. I'd be like, can you bring it down a notch? I feel like if you have to squint, you know that funny thing humans do? Where they squint, because apparently that helps you see better, or hear better. And you do that. What? What? I just felt like, you know, the truck and shit was just a little too loud. You could still hear me, but I felt like you had to focus a little too much. So I just turned it down a smidgen. So that you can still hear the game. But you can still hear me a little better. Remember, I play games on different platforms. Sometimes no two games have the same, like, base output volume, even at 0. So that's why sometimes it's not just like one volume fits all, right? We're gonna go through a red light just to see what happens. And we're gonna fill her up. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Seriously? I went in the wrong one. Well, and because I'm using a steering wheel, I actually have to move my arms. I can't just sit there with a joystick fiddling my thumb. Life is tough, eh? I actually have to partake in the shit. And I paid money for that. No, I mean, I'm glad I tried the steering wheel. I'm glad I have a whole month to try it to decide whether or not I want to bring it back. Like I said, $400 is still $400. I mean, a PlayStation 5 digital is $600. To give you a little perspective, like I said the other day, that's a huge chunk of money. It's about 25% of the total cost of what I need to build a new computer. But to be honest with you, money-wise, it only puts me a couple of weeks behind, to be honest. Barely a couple of weeks behind. Like in time perspective. Whoops. I have to hold the button down. $458 fucking dollars for 486 liters. That's actually not too bad, considering. Where are all those sounds? Who's near my truck? I'll run them over. Yeah, there's a couple of parts in the game that'll be a pain in the ass without the unofficial patch. Sewer's awful, and it's worth skipping over. Yeah, but if it's too loud, you can't separate the game volume from my volume. Only I can do that. Hello, Tyrone. You've been playing Raid Shadow Legends, Tyler. I have no idea what that is. But I'm glad you think it's funny. I'm glad you think it's fucking hilarious. Where the hell was I going? It would help if I had a destination in mind. Kensworth. Another Kensworth there. Let's do one more. Sure, let's go there. Yeah, because we are in Washington. I just kind of more or less wanted to test the game. The more I look at Vampire the Masquerade, the more it looks intriguing. Is it like a... Is it a rich game in the sense of, like, it's deep? Like, there's a big story? Is it like Skyrim quality, if you know what I mean by that? Where it's like an epic adventure, you know? Or is it some corny-ass bullshit? That's essentially what I'm asking. And we are heading to Seattle. Maybe I'll find Kurt Cobain in his apartment. Is it too soon to make that joke? Too soon? It's only been a quarter of a century. Get over it. And I love Kurt Cobain, by the way, so... If anybody's like, what? So Seattle's a nice city. No. The balance and volume between the game, me revving the, you know, the truck, and then me talking, and it just sounds like, and then it sounds like I'm, you know, that's what I'm talking about. I watched one of my streams earlier, from yesterday, or the last time I played the game. And I did not like the volume balance between me flapping my gums and hauling ass down the interstate at 155 kilometers an hour. I didn't like it. Did not like what I heard. And we've discovered Seattle. I thought Christopher Columbus beat us to it. It would help if I could string along a sentence. Red light? What's a red light? Only noobs stop at a red light. I'm colorblind. Everything's green. Shit's looking pretty good. It ain't so bad. Yeah, we're almost there. Quick before it goes red and it blows up. When you go over that line and at a red light, there should be laser beams and rockets that just shoot up or like napalm. I'm just saying. That would stop people from burning the red light. I know I would stop at a red light if it did that. The hell is this thing? Press the following key to stop your engine. Activate the viewpoint. I've never activated a viewpoint before. Wow, a white building at the Kensworth factory in Seattle, Washington, folks. This is a sight to behold. Yeah, there's nothing exciting about this. It's a generic rectangular white building with blue garages. Like no one's ever seen that shit before. All right, then. What do we got? Hey, Phil, nice steering wheel. You can see it? Oh, you mean the one in the game. Yeah, it's a mod. Actually, I can have it all chrome if I want, but it does look pretty sexy, doesn't it? A gold steering wheel with silver, you know, wrenches and shit. And the bolts say big AC 90. So that could be an inside joke, you know what I'm saying? I gave her the AC 90. I'm just saying. Don't ask what that was. This is what happens when you're on a lack of sleep. You just say really weird shit. I don't recall bringing along some kitty cats. So that's who's been drinking my Pepsi and eating all my pizza. You could stand there like a statue and pretend like I won't see you. They're like a chameleon cat. They're like blending in with the surroundings, eh? The gray on gray and the other one down there like, oh, it wasn't me. Thanks, Thomas. Oh, it is one of your favorite RPGs. Your slow-ass Wi-Fi is really starting to piss me off, yeah. Just lacks polishing and has a shoddy combat because it has yeah. I got 2 kitty cats. 2 gray putty cats. Alright, that's enough of that. No one cares about the cats. God, I just love playing this game. It's just so relaxing. Do you know what I mean? Like, even though I'm not, like, really doing much, it's like I said before, and I'm gonna say it again. I know gamers like myself on YouTube that have way more subs than I do, granted, but proportionately speaking, they get the same amount of views in a stream as I do. They get about 1,000, but they also have like 1 million subs, right? So, anyways. And a lot of these YouTubers that I watch sometimes, when they're talking and they're streaming, these are gamers, by the way. They're streaming live. They're gamers. They're not gaming. They're talking about games. They're talking about current affairs and the news. They're not gaming. So if I ever have someone come in and go, bro, man, the games you play are so boring, I'll just say, listen, if you want to watch some other dude flap his gums and not even play a game, go check him out. I'm just saying, there's a market for it. There's definitely a market. Because he gets close to 350,000 to 400,000 views a month alone from his live streams. like in terms of views. And if you want to know what that is in terms of money, in American dollars, that is approximately $1,300 US dollars. $1,300 a month dude gets paid to talk like I'm talking. There's no game. There's nothing. So just think. You don't think much is going on with the rest of the 95% of the screen. Watch history. Tell me there's a lot going on there. I'm just saying. There's a market for it. That's when I found out what I had been saying before. Within reason, of course, is when people just, enjoy chatting with you and hanging out. The game is almost secondary at that point. They almost don't care what game you're playing. I think I'm stuck. Sorry, I don't chat much while in your stream. Usually as I'm watching it, I'm playing games, right? Then now I'm playing Immortals Phoenix Rising. Oh yeah, that's a pretty decent game. Trying to go for a platinum. You're starting to become a pro now at off-road races and Need for Speed Heat. You just reminded me. I just bought that game today on PC. Some 60 frame per second goodies. Goodness. Whatever. Je suis français, tabarnak. English ain't my first language, dare. But at least I don't have that French accent. It sounds rude, but I'm gonna say it. Because I'm French. Je suis français. Et à cause de ça, j'ai le droit de dire ce que je veux des Français. Parce que je suis moi-même français. So I'm allowed to say this. Oh, would you just go forward? Is it me? Remember how I told you I love accents and that's why I like to mimic accents? Because I just like the way they sound. I'm not mocking the culture. I just like accents. You know what's one accent I don't like? It's the French accent. A French person speaking English there that kind of talk like this there. And you know what I mean there. It's because they sound like a fucking idiot. That's why I don't like it. It sounds like they're stuttering and they can't find the word that's going to come out of their mouth. I'm just saying it's rude, but that is not a very pleasant sounding accent. You know what I mean? I don't like it at all. I get a free pass on that insult because I am French. If I wasn't, I was like Hindu or some shit, I probably wouldn't be allowed to say it as much. But I just did. Did I just save my game? That's how distracted I am. I think I did. I'm like looking at the screen, but I'm like, you know what I mean? I just kind of blanked out for a second. Yes, I think I did. No, but it's true, though. I'm just being straight up. French people that speak English, right? It's not very pleasant. Not in the least. Let's see here. There's a lot of der. Oh yeah. The only person that talks like that you can't really make fun of because they'll just snap your neck in half. And that's the UFC fighter Georges St-Pierre. GSP. I have no idea what Firebase is. Now, this game that I'm about to try, by the way, I'm going to play it for like literally 2 minutes. I just want to see how it runs like on stream. So don't get too excited. Not a Scottish accent. That wasn't Scottish. I don't even know what that was. I have no idea. Like in my head, I can hear the difference between like an Australian accent. Man, that's loud. Or like even Welsh. Welsh is very different than Irish and Scottish. I know the difference like in my head, but I can't verbally. You know what I mean? Can't do the difference.
Press the Y button for
Holy
accessibility
shit, that's loud.
options. Chat is enabled when you're in a party. Press the right stick.
Yeah, I
to
know
form a
how to
party.
chat, you dumbass. I thought I turned off that bullshit music. Pursuit music, that's different. Really? It's all the way down. Master volume. Okay, so apparently it's just like, you know what? Fuck you, we're gonna play music. Yeah, I just bought it on PC because it was like 80% off. And it runs at 60 frames. Whereas on PlayStation 5, this game runs at 30. I just want to see like what it's like on stream. Like, can I keep up 60 frames in this game? That's really what this is. Now, I don't want to spend all...
Look around the city yet? Yeah.
Obviously.
Interesting town.
Okay. Speak when spoken to. Again, this sounds a lot louder. This sounds a lot louder than American Truck Simulator. I've only played the game for a couple of minutes, but I somehow managed to buy all these cars. I don't know how I managed that. I must have accidentally done something. 'Cause that's a lot of cars. There we go. That one's already decked out. Yeah, we'll exit the garage. We'll do daytime. Yeah, it's a good game, but I'm trying it out with the steering wheel. Be honest, it is pretty loud, eh, the game? I gotta turn it down a smidgen. It shouldn't be like, whoa, loud, but it should be... It is definitely...
Looks like you've been doing something right. We just...
Okay. All these people that are talking to me. In the game. Okay, audio. There we go. Master volume. Let's see what that sounds like.
Got the big invitation. Spec out your car as high as
There,
you can
how...
and meet me when you're ready.
How does that sound? Like the loudness of the car revving, but in conjunction to my voice. Like when I step on the gas and I'm talking, are you struggling to hear my voice? By the way, my computer is not handling this well while I'm streaming. Wow, my frames are just dropping like a bitch. And because it's an arcade game, in some ways, yeah, the frame rates are absolute. Holy shit, it's bad. I could play the game perfectly when I'm not streaming, by the way. I have to turn off my web browser, my camera, and all that. Yeah. This is sadly not a game that I can play. I would be able to on my PlayStation 5, but the game runs at 30 frames. Oh. Now you're asking for it. Little landscaping. Little chicken. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, that's what you wanted to see, eh? Ooh. Who's got the moves now?
Why aren't you out there racing?
Because I'm having fun, bitch.
Maybe I am.
You sound way too chill.
I'm just taking a break.
Shut up. What you come to this town for, the weather? Get out there.
Can't these people see I'm trying to stream?
How are you and Lucas even
All that
related?
banter, it drives me
Right?
nuts.
I got Bobby's gift for speed.
I'm gonna have to mute them.
His soccer wrenches.
I'm sure he's pretty quick at fitting an air filter.
Yeah, he can do it in his sleep, which is good because it's so boring.
It's a little bit more exhilarating playing this than Truck Driver. I'll admit that.
Race, go.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh, you like it. Here we go. Yeah, the steering wheel, man, that extra level of immersion is pretty disgusting. It is pretty wild. So that's what that looks like. Yeah, trying. But my frames are dropping like a bastard, though. This is where once I upgrade my computer, or like build one from the ground up. But I wouldn't be able to drive even like this if I had a controller. Or, yeah, a controller. It would be impossible. It is hard, though, to control the car, because I'm not fully calibrated, for one, and it is an arcade. You shouldn't have turned in. So it is kind of wonky. But yeah, I gotta admit, just driving around doing nothing, not gonna lie, it's got its perks compared to American Truck Simulator. American Truck Simulator is a lot more relaxing. This is definitely a lot more exhilarating, especially when you're going so fast and you turn the wheel, oops, at the last minute. I just wish my computer could handle it better when I'm streaming. But yeah, after using a steering wheel, it's almost impossible to go back to a controller. Yeah, it's some pretty wild shit. I almost forgot how fast this game was. It might actually be faster than Forza Horizon. While I'm ripping at over 300 kilometers an hour. Oh, there's a cop coming. There we go. Move, bitch. You're in the way. Oh, I guess I hit him too hard.
Be advised, pursuing units have lost visual in Cape Castile. All units commence a street-by-street search.
Oh yeah, I can take damage. I forgot about that. Oops. Guess I'm gonna have to hide somewhere.
We've lost the subject. The pursuit is terminated.
QSL control, can you clear us from the call?
Got it, QSL.
So that's pretty wild. Yes, I'm using a steering wheel.
Hey, welcome back. Grab a seat. Let me know if you need anything.
On the PC, I just started the campaign. On PlayStation, I've beaten the game. But I just purchased it again because it's on sale. Like 80% off. And because I got a steering wheel, I say temporarily because I don't know if I'm going to end up keeping it because it's a lot of money, like I said. I don't want to have to go like behind my PC and keep unplugging it, plugging it into my PlayStation, my PC, my PlayStation, back and forth. Right? So I figured since some of my favorite driving games are already on PC, let me start collecting back some of the games that I have. And now is a good time to do that. I bought Dirt 4 for like, what, $5 yesterday? I bought this for 20 something, the deluxe version. Yeah. American Truck Simulator, when I bought it, it was like $5. The problem is I can run all these games flawless. Absolutely flawless.
Press the C key for
Oh my
accessibility
God.
options. Chat is enabled when you're in a party. Press the V key.
Okay,
to form a
seriously?
party.
Yes, I want to quit the... Jesus. Yeah, so that's why I kind of like PC, but at the same time, because it's extra work on my computer, it's not good. Yo, Staple Man says. Do you know when the bugs might be fixed on Assassin's Creed? Probably not. No, I never have like inside scoop kind of thing. Mind you, once in a blue moon, you'll hear of devs talking about upcoming patches, but I never look into that information for any game. I never look into the upcoming stuff. I just look at what is actually out now kind of thing. I never bother like fishing around to see if they're talking about stuff, and who knows when that'll happen. Another game that I got is Dirt 4. I'll probably just play that for... That's been almost an hour. YouTube. Let me see if I could find it. There it is. There it is. Just again, I'm trying to like test my computer as well. Some games I can run perfectly at 60 frames. No problem. Why does this one feel like it's loud too? Oh, by the way, Need for Speed, how loud was the car compared to my voice? Was it like well balanced that you could hear me clearly, or did you feel like you had to struggle separating the two? Did my game crash on startup for real? My goodness. Yeah, we weren't off to a good start with that game, were we? See what I mean? I just have issues, man, with my computer. It's unbelievable. Wow, that was weird. That was strange. This is a bit of a less demanding game. But yeah, how was the volume when I was playing Need for... Like, this one feels really loud. Is there seriously no master volume? I don't think I changed the volume in Need for Speed Heat, though. Yeah, Need for Speed, I never changed it. Yeah, it's hard. Like, see, like even this, like clicking through, I could tell that's pretty loud. Let me drop it down to 50% to start. There's no master volume, which is kind of a shame. Let's do this. That still feels loud. I don't know. We'll see. I just want to see, quite frankly, how the game... No, I don't want to exit the game. I just want to see how it handles it. Yeah. That was a decent car, actually, this one. I like the way it looks like inside. Let's go to Wales. Let's add a stage. That's what I love about this game, eh? Dirt 4 is a special game because look at that procedurally generated maps. Look at that. You can even pick how complex your track is going to be, how long your track is going to be. It's insane. Late afternoon, early afternoon, partially cloudy. Light rain showers. Like, look at that. That's just crazy, if you ask me. Let's try that one. No, but it usually goes hand in hand. I feel like the menu volume's loud, but I don't feel like there was a way for me to turn it down. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be too loud. How's the volume compared to my voice? It feels like it's a bit loud, but it could be just me. This game is hardcore. Steering wheel is nuts. Get out of there. There we go. Now this game is hard. Kaboom. And I did that on purpose. Yeah, I'll have to... So, how loud is this shit? Like when I'm revving up the engine and I'm talking, do you have a hard time making out what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's louder than Need for Speed. Man, this game is hard. Man, this game is intense. It's not open world, but man. Holy shit. Kabam! Anyone? Volume? I have it at 50% game volume, but I feel like it's still really loud. I'll have to try the shifter someday. Holy shit. A little bit of damage, nothing too extreme. But this was louder than Need for Speed, correct? Or is it just me? It feels like it's louder. So that game handled well. Much better than the others. Truck Simulator is still pretty decent. It's just... because I always have my volume at 80% here. Like that. Yeah, I'll have to listen to some of... I'll have to, like, record some clips really small. But how loud did you find it, Tyrone? The volume of the car in comparison to my voice. I know there's just a few people in here, but does anybody play Diablo 3 on PlayStation? Diablo 3. I've been wanting to play that game. It's been an hour. It's getting dark. Just, yeah. But was it louder than Need for Speed, though? I feel like it was louder than Need for Speed. Oh, I'm absolutely going out. It's like 0 degrees Celsius out. It what? Yeah, it's what I figured. Okay. Yeah. Well, that was another hour that I did, and I didn't even really know what to do, to be honest. I just kind of wanted to mess around, try out some different games. Now I know that Need for Speed Heat, quite honestly, that's probably just going to be like a me thing on my own. Probably not going to bother streaming that. I just can't. Man, those frame drops were terrible. Absolutely atrocious. Really, really, really going to have to start saving up for a new computer. I'm kind of hoping to tough it out. See, because like I said, I spent all the money on the steering wheel, right? Then I bought, don't forget, back in December, I bought that PlayStation. Well, with the warranty and all this bullshit and the extra hard drive, that set me back $1,000. That's a lot of money. That's like half the price of the computer I want to build, right? It was $800 for the PS5 because I got a 3-year extended warranty and it was a bundle with a spare controller, right? And that's in Canadian dollars, obviously. So that was 800. Then I bought, was it a 2 or a 4? I think it was a 2 terabyte supersonic pocket SSD USB. And that was like a good $150-ish dollars. So like, yeah, $950. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of money. So if it wasn't for the steering wheel and the PlayStation, oh man, I could have bought a monster PC, but I don't really want that. But yeah. So I'm kind of hoping sometime this summer, depending on how things play out. And that's why I make a big deal out of those games like Werewolf, like the game that's coming out tomorrow. Anybody in here before I go for a little bit that has seen the Werewolf game that's coming out tomorrow? And what people think of it. It's called Werewolf: The Apocalypse Earthblood. And there's no reviews on it. There's like a 15% discount on the deluxe edition if you pre-order it. Yeah. I'm taking no one has seen anything extra from the Werewolf game. All right. I am going to go for a walk. Oh, you did pre-order it. Okay. I mean, I'm tempted, but I'm afraid I'm just not going to like it. Yeah. The concept of it looks really cool, but there's just something about it that seems a bit off that I'm not too sure I want to spend $73 on it. Canadian dollars. I don't know. There's not a lot of games, like I said, that are going to be coming out in the next few months that I'm going to bother buying, right? So that's kind of like a good thing / bad thing. That's less content for me to make on new games, but it's also more money in my pocket because I'm not spending it buying all these games that I can put towards building my new computer. But yeah. All right. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to head out for now. I've already streamed a couple times today. Yeah. I might be back later in a couple of hours. Honestly, I'm just not too sure. I might just take some like me time. I might play some Truck Simulator. I might go through the campaign of Need for Speed. Shut off my browser and my streaming software so that I can have a rock solid 60 frame experience. Play around with my steering wheel. If I think I'm going to play, man, I still miss World of Warcraft. It pisses me off. All these games that I play, right? And yet in the back of my mind, all I can think about is World of Warcraft. Oh man, I miss that game. It drives me fucking insane. But it's such a time sink. Right? If I played World of Warcraft, I wouldn't really have all that much time to play all these other games and make all these videos on all these other games. Working on my Silent Assassin suit-only guides. All that kind of stuff, right? I'd be too preoccupied with at least doing a good solid couple of hours of WoW a day. But yeah. All right. Maybe I'll be back a bit later. Not too sure. Maybe I'll just mess around in Hitman 3 or something. If I stream, I really don't know. I'm kind of at a loss of what to do. Plus, like I said, I'm still thinking about that Werewolf game. Because tonight is the last night that you can pre-order it and get that small discount for the deluxe version of the game. Yeah. So if I do come back, it'll probably be in about an hour and a half-ish or so. If I bother, because I've already streamed twice today, so I'm not too sure. But yeah. All right, maybe I'll see some of you soon. Bye for now.